Welcome back to day 3 of our web design with Google Sites. Today, we are shifting our focus to how those pages actually fit together, site architecture and sections. When a visitor lands on your Google site, they should not have to relearn how to navigate your pages from one section to the next. We will create clean navigation and design purposeful sections that keep users engaged. Let's learn about the backbone of any great website, UX principles of web design. UX stands for user experience, and in this session, our primary focus is on organizing content logically, so your visitors can easily find information across multiple pages. The trick is to based on two main concepts, the information tree and visual hierarchy. Think of the information tree as your site's skeleton. Tier 1 is your homepage, the route that greets your audience. Tier 2 consists of your top-level navigation pages, like your About or Services pages that you see in the main menu. And Tier 3 represents your nested subpages, such as breaking down specific services or a detailed history under the main sections. Once that structure is set, we use visual hierarchy to arrange the actual elements on the page by importance. This guides the user's eye to the most critical information first. In Google Sites, you can easily establish this hierarchy in 3 ways. By utilizing headings sequentially from heading 1 down to heading 6, 1 is the largest and 6 is the smallest. Using bold text to emphasize key terms, and applying contrasting section backgrounds to visually separate different topics. After the overall site architecture is mapped out, let's look at the actual building blocks of a page. Section design. When a user scrolls down a web page, good section design serves a critical role. It keeps users engaged as they move down the page and significantly improves readability. Think of sections as paragraphs in a book. They define exactly where one topic ends and another begins, which helps maintain your users' focus so they don't get overwhelmed by a massive wall of text. Let's look at your Google Sites toolkit for sections to see how we can build these out. First, we have section background styles. Google Sites gives us a few distinct options to play with. White or light theme backgrounds are your best bet for high-density reading areas where you have a lot of text, as they offer the cleanest readability. Palette-matched background colors, like light grays, pastels, or a bold brand color, are fantastic for creating visual contrast and breaking up the page. You can also use images as a background style, which places a graphic element right behind your content to give it a polished, modern feel. The toolkit includes dividers, which are perfect for creating clean, subtle transitions when you're moving between subtopics within the same broad category. Finally, we have structural content blocks, which allow you to instantly format your section into organized columns. This lets you sit text and media side by side seamlessly. Let's look at some foundational best practices that separate amateur websites from professional ones. When you are finalizing your site architecture, there are 3 golden rules to keep in mind: the 3-click rule, exclusive buckets, and descriptive labeling. The 3-click rule. A great UX means your visitors should never have to dig around to find what they need. As a rule of thumb, ensure all critical information on your site is reachable within 3 clicks from the homepage. If a page is buried deep under a Tier 4 or Tier 5 sub-navigation menu, your architecture is likely too deep, and users will get frustrated and drop off before they ever reach it. Keep it flat and accessible. Next, organizing your pages using exclusive buckets. This simply means ensuring your main navigation categories do not overlap. If you have multiple pages that essentially share the same purpose, it confuses your audience. For example, instead of having separate menu items for Gallery, My Work, and Projects, you should merge those overlapping categories into a single cohesive page. Finally, descriptive labeling. Avoid vague names like stuff or info in your navigation bar. Instead, rely on standard, universally recognized terms that users instantly understand, such as contact, services, or portfolio. By sticking to these three principles, you'll ensure your Google site is clean, intuitive, and incredibly easy to navigate. Let's have some hands-on time to build 3 distinct sections on your page using the built-in content blocks. Apply clear visual separation by changing the background of at least one of those sections using a palette-matched background color. Remember that contrasting backgrounds help break up a wall of text and keep your users engaged. Here is a step-by-step checklist to help you navigate the Google Sites editor. Step 1. Head over to your homepage in the editor. Go to the upper right to click Insert, and then click on a content block to add it to your page. Repeat this until you have your 3 sections. Step 2. To change a section's background, hover over that section and click on the palette icon on the left side of the block to choose a color from your theme. Step 3. If you create a layout you really like, you can click the duplicate icon right next to the palette to make an exact copy of it. Step 4. Made a mistake or want to start fresh? The trash icon will instantly delete that section. Step 5. Finally, if you want to adjust the spacing of your text or media columns, just click on any element and drag the blue dots on the bounding box to resize it. Now, let's move from practicing how to design the interior of a single page to our site architecture and tackle building a multi-page hierarchy. We will build out the structural skeleton of your site. Your goal is to add at least 2 main top-level pages, such as an About page, a gallery, or a contact page. Then, practice nesting your content by creating a subpage, such as placing an Our Team page directly underneath About. Here are the steps on how to manage this in the Google Sites interface. Step 1. Go to the upper right control panel to click the Pages tab. Step 2. At the very bottom right of that panel, hover over the plus icon. Step 3. Click New Page from the options that pop up. Step 4. Give your page a clear, descriptive name. Remembering our best practices for descriptive labeling, click Done. Step 5. To create that Tier 3 nested subpage, look at your page list. Hover over your main page, like About, and click the 3 dots icon next to it. Select Add Subpage, type in the subpage name, and hit Done. Step 7. Once you do this, look up at your live navigation bar at the top of your site. You'll instantly see a clean drop-down menu appear for your new subpage. Step 8. Finally, take a moment to play around with dragging and dropping the pages right in the sidebar. This allows you to easily reorder your menu items or change which pages are nested. Today, we covered the foundational skeleton of a website through information trees, explored how to use layout hierarchy to guide our users' eyes, and build out structured sections and multi-page drop-down menus in Google Sites. Keep playing around with your page layouts, and I will see you next class for Day 4.